Okay, I know that I know a lot of people are annoyed with me, because they always saying that Mama Flip, you be bringing race into everything and stuff like that. When I try not to, I try not to bring race into anything unless I think race have something to do with it, right? But I know some people are mad and they concerned about my reporting, and they feel that I have always put everything with the tins of acism and everything like that. And again, until I see it, I try very hard not to talk about it because we all one in the world and we all love one another and we treat each other with gloriousness and love, and everything that I perceived and lived through in my life to this day of age 58 is just a delusion, and I'm living in a twilight zone and we're on earth too, and nothing is true and everything is roses, right? Now, I know you guys saw this report, right, from TMZ. We haven't heard officially, but we saw this report. Now, is this a good thing? I would be one to say yes. Why? Because we always have to know where people stand in true life, right? Because whenever we, as a collective, who's experienced these things through our entire life, adult life, children, teenagers, young adults, adult life, whenever we speak, you guys don't believe. Okay, you guys don't believe. Now, these young men has a right, or these people have a right, their family has a right to hire anybody they want to represent them. But there is a glaring call right now. A glaring call that I seen a long time ago. You can't tell me there's a whole community in Mississippi of YT people, and YT people are amazing people. It's not about y'all take the hat off. And you have a small amount of black folks like myself live in that community. And that a large amount of them people, especially in the southern South, are not MAGA supporters. Are MAGA, who loves, worships, dream of, and happy with Donald Trump. You can't tell me that, because it would be untrue. But of course, for me to say it in regards to this case, I would be ace baiting, right? Mama Flip, you're wrong. You over here, you're trying to use the unalivement of a young man as a reason to spew all kind of hate and disrespect. La, 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 la. And then we see this. So now are we all on the same page to understand that when we see people, right, representing or hiring a lawyer that did not, by the way, win Donald Trump cases, just FYI, if this is true, meaning if they hired him, but it is true he didn't win Donald Trump cases. Almost every case he represented with Donald Trump lost. But that's not the point. So you get represented by people that you support, the people that you look for, right, for help, right? Just like a bunch of y'all out here saying that Miss Christine and Mr. Elmer Nolan, mom and dad, are reaching out to Ben Crump and reaching out to Al Sharpton because they want to push this race narrative, and they're being disrespectful of the children and they're pushing hate on them. Then guys, what good for the goose is good for the gander. Because if you're now pushing the fact that the Nolan family reached out to Black Excellence, the Black Advocate, to find out the truth of the unalivement of their son, then we now have to look at the lawyer that the young men hired who represent MAGA. So that means the boys are MAGA, their family are MAGA, right? And that's where we are right now. Now we need to still find out what happened, Nolan, right? Because nobody out here, at least I have not accused anybody of doing anything because I don't know. The more this thing is delayed, the more I have questions. Of course, I heard the audio recording, and I have a whole lot of questions. I want to know who was on that boat. Now, there was nothing except for one person's name. I think we heard two persons' name, and there's a possibility the person with a W, they don't know if they heard W-A or the other W-A, we don't know. But we did hear a B name, right? This is what we're hearing. But we weren't there. We don't know. But we want to investigate it. We want to find out what happened to Nolan. So all the kiddies and their family that hired this MAGA lawyer, were they saying that they were on the boat? Or, as this being reported, oh, they just want to protect their names and stuff like that. So they want to hire a MAGA lawyer to represent them to show that they love their friend and they are grieving for the loss of their friend and they respect the decisions of the parents to find out the truth by hiring a MAGA lawyer. Yeah, this works for me. This works for me every single day, guys. This works for me. Yeah, so don't come at me. I don't want nobody coming at me and say, Mama Flab, you're making it into something that is not. How dare you? The disrespect of the family and the friends. How dare you? You are so aces and you bringing all these issues in it. Yeah, man. Yeah, don't come at me because I'm not saying anything except for waiting for the truth. And I'm waiting to see how people roll, what people do next. That's all I'm doing. Anyway, rest in peace, Nolan Wells. We're still waiting for the truth to find out what happened to him. If it was a drowning, a tragic loss, we want to know so that we could grieve the young man and move on. But the more this thing rolls out, the more questions a lot of us have. You guys have a great day.